This is Ben McGahee with Yamie Chess. I'm going to be your math teacher today. Yamie Chess is the math learning aid based on classic chess that helps students in math and science education for school. In this lesson, we will learn about counting by twos and fives for numbers 1 through 50. So let's review all the numbers 1 through 50. So let's count them together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So those are all the numbers, just counting them one at a time from numbers 1 through 50. Now in this lesson, we're going to learn how to count these numbers by twos and by fives. So the way we're going to count by twos is we'll start with the number 2, and then we're going to just go 2 more each time. So if we start with the number 2, we'll start at 2, and then we go to 4, and then we go to 6, and then to 8, and then to 10, and then so forth. So that's how you would count by twos. Start at 2, and then you go to 4, 6, 8, 10, and then the next one would be 12, and then 14, and then we have 16, 18, and 20. Okay, so I will let you practice the rest of them, counting by twos from 1 to 50. So that is counting by twos. Now if we want to count by, let's say, fives, then we'll start with the number 5, and then we go 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5, and then we have 10, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 20. And the next one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 25. And then so on. So you're just counting by fives, moving to 5 each time. Okay? So you're probably wondering why we're doing this. Why are we counting by twos and by fives? And one reason we can do this is to help us count objects a lot quicker or a lot faster. And this really helps when we have to do like a job or a certain kind of task in a limited amount of time, or we don't have much time and we have to do the job quickly. So let's look at some objects that we have down here. We have a group of objects, and let's look at these red balls that we have here below, and we're going to actually count those. And let's actually do that counting by twos. And so if we count them by twos, we'll have, this will be 2, and then this is 2, so that's 4, 6, and then we have 8, 2 more, that's 10, and then another 2 more would be 12. Okay, so we could have counted these objects, one at a time, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We would have got the same amount of red balls, but counting by twos can help you count the number of balls a lot quicker than just counting them one at a time. Okay, so in the next set of objects that we have here, these boxes, purple boxes, we want to count those. And do you see that we can group them as like sets of 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we can count these by fives. Rows of fives. And notice here that they have them in the columns as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could do the five rows of 5, right? So we'll do a cross, and we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll write down 5. And then this is another group of 5. So we have 10. Another group of 5, got 15. Another group of 5 gives us 20. And then the last group of 5 will give us 25. Alright, so we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we're able to count by fives and notice there were 25 purple boxes. So we could have counted these again one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we could have counted them one at a time, but this saves us a lot of time by counting them by fives. So we're able to get the count for the number of purple boxes a lot faster. Okay, so let's look at some problems that you can try on your own. So we have 3 problems, and the first one asks you to count by twos from 1 to 30. And after you count by the twos from 1 to 30, I want to ask you, how many numbers do you see when you do the twos from 1 to 30? The second question asks you to count by fives from 1 to 30. And then how many numbers do you see in this group of fives from 1 to 30? And then the third question asks which numbers belong in both groups of twos and fives. Okay, so you want to look at your group of twos, those numbers, and then your group of fives, and see which numbers belong in both of those groups, the twos and the fives. And then I want you to count how many numbers are in both of those groups. Okay. So feel free to pause the video and try these problems, and even rewind the video a little bit if you want to watch on how to count by twos and by fives. Okay, so let's see, what the answers were for these questions. For question 1, we get the 2's from 1 to 30. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Okay, so those are all the numbers from 1 to 30 counted by 2's. And so let's look at how many numbers we have. So let's count how many numbers we have. So maybe we could count by 2's, we could count by 5's. But let's see here. Let's see if we got a groups here. I see that there are 5 numbers here. And then there is another group of 5 numbers. And there's a third group of 5 numbers. Then we have, what's this, 5, and then we have 10, and then 15. So we have 15 numbers in the group of 2's from 1 to 30. 15 numbers. Now in the second question, it asks you to count by 5's from 1 to 30. And so those numbers are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And so if you count those, maybe say by 2's, you have 2 here, 2 there, and 2 over there. So we have our 2, 4, 6. Counting those by 2, so we have 6 numbers in this group. 6 numbers. Okay, and then the third question asks us which numbers belong in both of the groups. And so the way to figure that out is to look at both groups and look at each group one at a time. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in this group for the 2's. And then for the 5's, we have 5 and 10. So we notice that 10 belongs in both groups. And then we look at our second group of 2's and our second group of 5's. And we notice that 20 is numbers in both groups. And then we look at our third group of 2's and our third group of 5's, and we notice that 30 is in both of those groups. So that's how we get 10, 20, 30. And so we have 1, 2, 3 numbers in this group, 3 numbers. Okay, this has been McGahee, and I want to thank you for watching this lesson on counting by 2's and by 5's for numbers 1 through 50. Please stay tuned for more lessons on YamieChess.com. Have a great day.